let's break down some of the things that when we think about your business, your life, I want to give you a foundation to start with, which is, this is cliche. I think everybody's heard it, but we want to work on our business, not just in our business. But it actually kind of encapsulates what we think about in terms of shifting. And what we talk about shift, it's your need to make order or to create your business that really works for you. So, in other words, you're not at the effect of your business, you're creating your business so it works for you, so that ultimately the purpose of your business is to serve your life. Your life isn't there to serve your business. And I have to say, we've seen it many times, we've experienced it ourselves, where all of a sudden, if you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, or even if you've got big, I guess, audacious careers where you really want to take things on, take on the world, the next thing you know, it's like, what the heck happened here?
Well, your life can look a little chaotic if you don't have some sort of context for your life that includes living your life on purpose or having a business that supports your life, etc. So I think what happens is it gets conflated. We think that, if my job or my business takes over, then I don't have a life and I have to take a vacation to get away from my life. In order to do that, I have to, work for someone else. We tell ourselves all these stories about why we work, how we work, what work is, what business is. And actually had business partners and people tell me that, you know, I love what I do, but I'm not a business person. And I don't actually believe that. I think on some level, we're all business people in order to pay our bills, in order to have the success we have in our Western culture, in order to make a contribution, in order to have enough money left over to donate to charities, in order to take care of our families, we need to understand that in order to have a life and a business that are practical and productive, we need to have an attitude that looks forward into the future and understand that we're planning and preparing for what that can look like. We're working backwards from a very different stage of life right now. You and
Mhm.
I at our age, you had a milestone birthday recently. I've had one about 5 years earlier than yours, but we're moving forward into a really interesting time of our lives. And I think that's why this conversation has become so important to us. When we're sharing with people and working with our clients and we're helping them work backwards from what they want their life to feel like and what they want their life to look like, business and work is a big part of that.
Well, if you're in business, if you're again an entrepreneur, I mean, these are things that sometimes I don't want to wish I knew it earlier. I think I did. It just I didn't know how to get there. There is a ultimate, what are the steps to do things? The technicians in the world love that conversation. Just tell me what to do. But if it was that simple, more people would have done it. I think the conversation I'd like to really get on to today is, it is still a mindset conversation, how to create business. We talk about it often in the real estate world, is how to invest in real estate. It's all been done before. Give me a business and we'll break it down operationally, technically. We'll look at marketing, we'll look at the narrative, we'll look at the brand promise, we'll look at, for example, what is the brand, what do you represent. But that's all good. Those are pretty kind of common steps. It's not easy necessarily, but there is a way of doing things. Where we run into the problem is, how do we do those things and still have a life, still have and look after a family, have recreation time, and or what does it look like if you're not working, and does that actually support the lifestyle? So what are we working backwards from? So we ask questions like, are you living your best life, and you know truly being your greatest self, or at least defining that or redefining that perhaps.